What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boost SA podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We really appreciate it. With me today, I've got Rudy Roode. You guys will know him from your local track. And not only Kalani, homie's traveled quite a bit. What's up, Rudy?
Hi there, Jason.
You doing
How's
well?
things going your side?
It's going all right.
This side.
Yeah, well, it's going all right for me, especially since I quit smoking. Some of the smokers are having a hard time during lockdown.
Oh, it's a good thing. So you're saving on money as well.
Dude, it's expensive. Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke, man.
Okay.
I haven't ever tried. You see, I got a different addiction.
You've got a, your addiction is more
I got a
expensive than my
different addiction, a core addiction, and that's where all my money go.
I don't know if it's a better or a worse addiction, guy, because look, I'm off the cigarettes. Thank God, I'm off the cigarettes, so I'm saving money. So I can probably in the next 2 months buy myself a massive turbo. That's how much cigarettes are costing nowadays. It's crazy. I can do.
Or you can upgrade your car.
But I can upgrade. I can get myself a Golf 7R or a nice little BMW F-Type or something. Because and in not 2 months of the money I've saved on cigarettes is crazy.
Yeah.
But not
yeah, that's good.
Talk about my addiction or the cause that I eventually want to get. We're here to talk about and I've been practicing this. I'm trying to say the whole thing in one sentence. Which year model was your car?
That's a 91 model
91.
GTI. Yeah.
Okay, so your car is a 1991 model Jumbo Golf, all-wheel drive, 9.7 second quarter mile, sequential box killer. I don't know how else to put it. That car is hard, and something I like about your car, I think, is so neat. If you pulled up to a robot and there was anyone on the side, anyone on your left, your right hand side, sort of revving up to do a bit of a pull, you are going to disappoint a lot of people. That car looks street. Has it cost a lot of license on it? Is it roadworthy? Is it the licensed car?
The car was roadworthy until Jan. Then I started obviously
got Jan last year.
Now Jan this year.
Okay, so recently.
So the car still has license on, but obviously now stripped the windows out, put some Lexan windows in and stuff like that.
Obviously for weight saving.
There's a roll cage in. So the interior of the car is basically is very minimal. I took out most of the things, right?
Okay.
The car, it's not a street legal car anymore. I wouldn't say it's street legal.
Oh, no, it's definitely not street legal, but it looks it from the outside. If you look at the car from the outside, it looks sleeper. It looks like it's a Jumbo Golf, but that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a race car until you see the parachute on the back, That's when it changes a little bit. Okay, obviously, since the beginning of the year, changing the windows and things, it looks a bit different. So for the people that have tuned in that might not have seen your car before, what I'd like to do is I just want to share a screen here quickly. There we go. That is your baby right there.
Yeah, that's it. It looks street, except for the windows.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. And other than the windows and the parachute at the back and the massive flame coming out of the exhaust, it looks like a street car. I got to give a shout out to our homies from Cape Town's Finest for supplying us some of the images that we've got here. So this
you done a good job.
Yeah, no, he's Darren's doing some good stuff. So give me a quick rundown about what I'm seeing from the outside here. Obviously, you've got the Lexan windows, you've got the fender flares that are on there. Below those fender flares, right? Have you done any work there? Is there any cutting on the fenders at all, or do you roll them?
That's a Bomber and fender flares, right? So I had to, because I'm running 24.5s by 8J slicks. So I needed clearance about 50 millimeters. So I bought a wider arch. So that's not the original Jumbo arch.
Okay.
That one is wider. It's a 100 millimeter Bomberman arch that I bought. So the kit are imported for the front and the back. So that's
proper. That's not Chinatown Belleville. That's proper.
No, it's not. It fits properly in all the seams and it goes with the car everywhere where the bumpers line up. It's in there,
Because it looks factory.
It
looks legit. It looks factory, like it's meant to be that way. It's as if the car came out like that. That's why it looks so
like
neat.
that.
Okay. Go to another one over here quickly. So this one is this picture over here that we're going to bring up now is, I think, where the car is parked now. Let's just open this up really quickly. Here we go. So that is as the car stands now, is it?
Yeah, basically that's how it is. So obviously it has a chute on, and you can see it still has the street tires on, because you see eventually, initially when I, not eventually, but initially when I've done this, I wanted to build a car that I can use for Saldana drags and for topping, as well as for quarter mile, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I got a 6-speed gearbox in there, which you don't need 6-speed for 400 meters.
Of course. But top end,
so I made provision to do top end drags as well.
What power is your car reading? What have you got in kilowatts and what have you got in torque?
So the last max out power was about 480, around 480. It was close to 500.
Okay.
But obviously on the front wheel drive dyno, you can't really put the power through the dyno. The car spins.
Yeah.
Enormous lot. So you can't, it's difficult. So when you're tuning, we tune for a base, and that's what it is.
Okay.
So we can't say what the car is doing through potential, because on the track, I can put all the power into it and add more boost.
Yeah.
We're not going to know, again, what type of power is it making out.
I'm going to jump into this picture here quickly. Let me just share this screen. This is one that you sent me. So these are the pictures that are coming up now. A lot of the pictures that you sent me. And that
this is basically the inside of the car.
Yeah,
so
this
you
is
have a lightweight seat in there. Your 6-point harness.
I see the GNA motorsport harness.
Steering and stuff. Yeah.
Which steering is this?
Well, it's a Sparkle. Carbon fiber steering. So but most of the stuff that actually started using is a bit on the lightweight side.
Yeah, because that's because let's face it, weight saving is like free money for kilowatts, for speed.
Yeah, weight saving is good, but obviously weight saving also costs, because that's where the things become more expensive.
I hear you. Talk to me about this movie, Sylvia. So obviously, you've got the in the car. You mentioned you've got the suspension setup from an S3. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
so basically, the suspension is the rear section is a Haldex Gen 1. It's the same like Audi TT and that. So Audi TT Gen 1 and S3 Gen 1 at the back.
Okay.
The front I'm using the gearbox as well, and then from there on is the internals is SQS gears, billet shafts and stuff like that. So it's a lot of VW parts. That's not actually coming from a Mk2 Jumbo.
Okay. And I get you. Talk to us about that. Let me just go to this next one. Talk to us about that gearbox. And the shifter.
So the gearbox, that's the shifter. So the gearbox is it's not a full sequential gearbox, right? A lot of people get it wrong. They will tell you, nah, it's a sequential. So it's a sequential shifter. So meaning the shifter is only a forward and a backwards.
Yes.
Right? There's no H pattern.
Yes.
The gearbox is still a standard outside casing, but it's a dog gearbox. So dog gears inside.
Okay.
Where you can actually utilize this shifter without using the clutch. You understand?
And there we've got the front of the car, and you're actually having a look at. Well, you know what? I want to say, it's a 2-liter 20-valve motor, but I'm going to let you explain a little bit more about this engine.
Yeah. So basically, I've got the turbo that's on there is a GT25, GT35.
Okay.
And I had obviously recently modified the turbo, put a bigger wheel on there.
Yeah.
So it's extended the wheel. I think I sent you some photos of that.
I've got it. Let me actually just see if we can get I can actually call it up now. I've got this turbo over here.
The turbo, yeah.
That's it. Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah, so this is the turbo. It's basically a GT35 that I now modified, and I use the bigger compressor wheel.
You can see that over there.
All this stuff I've done, the machining and stuff, and fitted the bigger wheel. So hopefully it's going to make a bit of a difference.
Yeah. I think it looks like you're a fan of using a standard casing outside and modifying the shit out of everything inside of it.
Yeah, that is the way actually to see if you're going forward or not. I mean, you can use most of the standard casings and stuff.
Yeah,
they're already good. So if you're using and you're trying to modify it, it's like any engine, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever engine you got, you can modify it to suck more air, you know.
Yeah, of course. Now let's be straight though. I can try this shit in my garage and I will blow everything up. You've got to have the skills to be able to do these kinds of things. And look, let's face it, you've got the skills. A lot of people come to you for their builds, for their advice and things because you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of things like this.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we move from the turbo. Let's talk about the actual motor itself. You mentioned something about the block and the head. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, basically it's a Frankenstein bull. I'm using a 20 valve cylinder head, right? Big port head. And the head is fully worked. There's it never had cams in, but now I'm busy doing that upgrade. So we got valves in here. There's titanium valve train, springs. So everything on the head was done. So I'm using the diesel block. Just over the years, I've been using the old spec things, and as technology went on, I started using the newer blocks and stuff like that. It's more reliable, it's more rigid, you know. So I use that to stroke the motor. I use the diesel crank, and then I put a set of powder rods in, and it has J pistons.
Okay.
So all of these stuff, and obviously a triple pack clutch. There's lots of mods going around that engine, you know. To get it, there's ARP bolts in. So to get it reliable, you need to do everything properly from the ground up.
Because there's no use spending 90% of your money over here, leaving a cheap part over here. When the cheap part gives, everything, all that money is wasted.
Everything is, all that money is wasted.
Talk to me about the bore on that motor. I mean, it's a 2-liter block, right? How much do you bore out in that thing? I mean, with the stir out now, more or less what you're running. You're like doing 2.1, is it 2.2?
So basically it's 2.1. So 83.5 millimeter bore, right? So standard diesel is 81 millimeter. So I bored it out to 83.5.
Okay.
And then I use the TDI crank, which I have stroked to about it's a 97 millimeter stroke. So if you work the CCs out roughly, we're about 2.1 somewhere. 2.1 basically. Yeah, it's close to 2.1.
That's a better picture of the motor.
Yeah. So basically, this fat box on the left-hand side of the car that you can see now, that is the charge cooler.
Yeah.
So basically, there's ice in the back of the car circulating through this port. So we're not using a normal air-to-air cooled setup.
Okay.
So it's a water-cooled setup. That's why you got this big box. On the side.
Okay, I got you. What management are you running? Because I don't think I have a picture here. What management are you running?
Well, the car has a fuel tank at the moment, FT500. Well, it's a very good management.
It is. Fuel tank is actually not bad at all. Yeah, it's got a lot of it's got a lot of adjustments on where you can control. Control a lot more things on the car with that management.
There's lots of safety features on it, so which is good. Yeah, and you got a lot of data logging functionality. So I can log wheel speed front and back. You can log air fuel ratios. You can basically log everything. So you can see where you're progressing with the car. The best part about the management is that when you hit the slip at Killarney or whatever race track, you can take that 60 foot, your 330 foot, your 1,000 foot, or your quarter mile, 1/8. You can take all that data and put it into the fuel tech log, right? And it will show you exactly what gear you're in, what speed were you doing at that point in time, you know?
Yes.
Which is very cool because in a sense, that's how you're going to make your car faster.
This next one that I want to bring up here is actually a clip. So this clip is something you sent me. This is your Namibia run. So this is the Namibia run. Bro, this track goes uphill.
Yeah, that is the one issue. Uphill is fine.
Okay.
But if you look at the start line,
yeah, the crazy paving. Look like Stanfontein.
yes, it looks like we on Pavilion.
It does. But you hooked hard. And, oh, was that second gear where you got a little bit squirrely there?
Yeah.
Oh, but you pulled that 7. That's up the hill. Where is the finish line?
Basically on that hill, just over the hill is the finishing line.
That is crazy. So you, for the last, what, 200 meters, actually running uphill.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And what was your time there? The quarter mile time?
Okay, so the best quarter mile time was a 10.2.
That was up in
on that uphill run.
In Namibia.
Yeah, in Namibia.
Okay.
10.2. That you see, before the 10.2 run in Namibia, we done a couple of runs in Cape Town. And we done, I think it was we could have been doing about a 10.8 or 10.7, 10.6, right?
So you actually went faster in Namibia.
Yes, you see, because the Namibia trip, I used my slicks.
Okay.
And then obviously we went down there with 4 slicks, and we went to test the car out basically. We kind of knew that, listen, there's not going to be a lot of competition there for the type of car that I have. So
okay,
I went down there for more seat time. So I think I rode probably about 7-8 times there.
All right, so that was Namibia. But Rudy, the fastest that this car's ever done was a 9.7 quarter mile. Where was that done?
That was done at Killarney.
Okay, MSA.
Yeah, MSA. Actually, it was done at the MSA event. We done a 9.74.
Okay.
And then at bragging rights, I done again a 9.7. I think a 9.71.
Okay.
So when you get closer to when you get closer to the 9s, done. I backed it up quite a bit because before that we done 9.8s, you know.
Okay.
So every event that I went out, the car would go a little bit faster. It's like the car is getting used to the track, or I would say the driver's getting used to the track.
I was about to say that the car's getting used to the track. You're getting used to the car with more seat time, and that's obviously going to share
more seat time. Yeah,
makes a difference.
Makes a big difference.
So what I wanted to find out, a lot of the pictures we showed of the car earlier on, like with the Lexan windows, we showed the picture of the turbo with the upgraded turbine. That 9.7, was that done before some of these modifications? When was that 9.7 done?
The 9.7 was done before these modifications. These modifications are lockdown modifications. The Corona upgrades.
Corona mods. With regards to the actual car and the body, the shell, how much metal have you cut in that car?
At present, it's only the doors. The inside of the doors has been cut out. That's it. So the window mechanism is out, and the inside of the door.
Okay. And in your
the rest of the body and stuff, nothing cut out.
Well, nothing's done there.
The spare wheel well, that's cut out, but it's cut out to fit the rear diff and things like that.
Okay. Oh, that's because because you added weight
because of the all-wheel drive. I added weight. So at present, with myself, the car weighs about 1.3.
Okay.
Tons. So it's 1.3.
That's actually insane. Let me tell you why I say this. Because there
are
cars. Heavy. It's fucking heavy, guy. Because there are cars out there running 11s and 12s that weigh 800 kilos. 300 kilos less. You're taking a 1.1, 1,100 plus kilogram car and running 9.7s. That means a lot of power. And that setup is fucking balanced properly. The wheels are working, suspension is working. Yes, you've got the all-wheel drive. That makes a difference. Do you think that if you had a two-wheel drive, I mean, what does that whole four-wheel drive weigh extra? The fact that you've got the rear wheels turning.
I think the rear wheel drive extra, you're looking at about 250 kgs.
So take the rear wheel drive system out. Now you're running at about 850, somewhere there.
Yeah. It would be about say from 1 from 1 to 50 to you'll be about on 950 to 1,000 kilograms.
If you had to run standard two-wheel drive setup, front wheel drive setup, save that 250, 300 plus kilos or whatever it might be, with the modifications that you are now putting into your motor, do you think you'd see the 9.7s?
Well, I don't think you'll see 9.7s in front wheel drive with that small tires on.
Okay.
You see, it has slicks on, but it's narrow, it's only AJ, and it's not a big tire. It's a 24.5-inch tire, which is basically, it's almost like a 17-inch tire, basically. You know, the car I rode once or twice with a diff off. And you can do you can maybe do a 10.5, 10.8.
Okay.
You know,
so what
in front wheel drive mode.
So what you're basically saying is that the weight it's worth having that weight in, that extra 250 that you get for the gain that you get in traction. It's worth having.
It's definitely worth having, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So I think the next question is that we already know what we don't want to talk about future plans. Your future plans are currently being done at the moment with the upgrades you're doing on your head, on your turbo. You know, we've talked about that now, and until that gets tested, we sort of know where you're at for the next couple of months, or who knows how long it's going to take before we see a race track again. But ultimate goals. I mean, if there was an ultimate goal, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to break 9s? What do you think it'll take to get below 9 seconds?
Sure.
Other than about $1 million rand. Because it's about money.
It's gonna take a lot of money to get there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it at this track.
Okay.
Anything below 9s.
Yeah.
But my goal for this year, my personal goal for this year is to run a lower 9. So we're at 9.7. If I can get to a 9.3, 9.2, it will be fine. By next year, maybe from there, you know, the biggest problem is that when you're running 9s, if you want to move from a 9.7 to a 9.5,
you
need to do. Yes, you got to sell your house. Okay. Then from a 9.5 to a 9.3, you need to sell a kidney.
I was going to say, you're going to have to start selling body parts.
Yeah, because it actually takes a lot to run anywhere between a low 9, even a 9, from a 9.99 second to
anywhere below
9.
Yeah,
anywhere below 10. It takes a lot. Anyway, it takes a lot. It's not easy, and you need to keep on working at it and do things, change up things.
And
it takes a lot of money.
This is why I give you a lot of respect. I mean, you've got a regular day job and you're starting to run. I mean, a lot of the guys, and respect to everybody that builds drag cars, regardless if you've got a 15, 16, sorry, not 15, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, you're putting, even if you're just spending money on tires for that night, you're spending money on your car, and it could progress from there, right? So respect to anybody doing anything to go into drag racing cars. But the minute you start getting below, let's call it even 12s. If you start breaking 12s and you want to be consistent, now you're starting to actually spend, call it real money.
Big bucks.
Right? Yeah, it gets serious now, right? And you've got guys that are doing regular day jobs, doing this kind of thing. A lot of the guys that are running sub 11s, 10s, doing 9s are guys that usually work within the industry. They're busy on cars every single day. They've got those connections. You know, they've got a workshop going. And this is their job. And the cars actually promote their business. So that helps a little bit more. But for a guy that's just, you know, racing for the love of racing, dude.
Racing,
That's the first pump, guy. It's a lot of love that goes into that car. Before we close off, we've been talking about a lot of quarter mile stuff because that's what you've been doing. But I do know, and where you and me, the most time that you and I spend together is once or twice a year at Saldanha Drags in the caravan. We end up fighting about who gets a pit pass and who doesn't. That's where we spend most of our time together. And but the idea is obviously to take the jumbo onto an 800, which you haven't done yet, or a top end event, 800 meters to a kilometer.
Yeah, well, that will obviously be one of the goals as well. You know, we know what happened was the reason why I actually went 400 meters. You see, you can build a car and you can only race it twice a year or once a year. Just remember Saldanha drags once a year, maybe if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Would be the end of the year, right?
Correct. November.
Because Easter drags was cancelled, so.
But we did put in there's been the collaborations that we've been doing, trying to fill up Easter.
Yeah.
Lockdown threw all that shit out the window. So
yeah, everything threw it out. But even before this, now I mean, I'm talking about 2 years now. Before that, right?
Yeah, you had once a year and maybe Easter if you're lucky.
Yeah, once a year, and for me, it wasn't actually worthwhile building a car that you're spending tons and tons of money on.
Exactly, to race
and you
it
only
once
race
a year.
it once a year, right? And then you race it, and on that day you're racing it, it's not performing or the car is broken.
It's sad, guy. I see some of these guys that they spend whole year, they spend a whole lot of money, and they come out in that first run, bang, something breaks. It's done. Yeah. It's a year's worth of work done in a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
that's drag racing.
Yeah, that's
drag racing.
Yeah, that's why I moved over to 400, and I said, okay, I'm going to build this car 400 meters. Do Killarney event. At least Killarney is one event a month. Now for the last couple of months, it was like 3 events within like a period of a month.
It's like the new lockdown was coming.
Yeah, so it was the MSA, and then it was bragging rights, then it was another MSA. So we had a lot of sea time, a lot of racing that we could do. Right? We Saldanha drags. Well, you have one main event, and you got a lot of small events now that's coming.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
Of course.
Also, the caliber of car that I'm building.
Yeah.
I mean, what competition am I going to go race with? It's going to be a GTR or.
That's exactly where it's at, guys. Especially since you're running all-wheel drive. Look, it depends on the rules of the class that you're in. Are they running it on all-wheel drive? Are they running it on cylinders? What's the criteria? More often than not, you're going to end up with the all-wheel drives, and that's your GTR.
Yeah. And if I end up with a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive Golf 7R, I mean, competition in that sense, there is really competition. My car is going to be lighter. There's going to be a lot of things. The guys are going to be upset because I can't have this car, it's a build car, and I got a stock car, and how can he be in this class?
Yeah.
So that's why I said, okay, if I build a 400-meter car, it's going to be 400 meters. It's set up. I don't have an issue. I ride in any class. I'm there to break personal times.
Yeah, of course.
And basically for the last year and a bit, that is what I've been doing. So
there's different types of racing out there. When I say different types of races out there, there's guys that chase times, there's guys that chase top speeds, and then there's guys that chase Tucker. Which one are you?
Tucker.
Which racer are you? Some of them are all three.
I used to be chasing Tucker was back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. But now I'm more for personal goals, so times and top speed, those type of things. Yeah,
that's what you're going for. So
I'm not gonna do it. The thing is, you mustn't do it for anybody else. Otherwise, you get caught up in a different type of world.
Completely different type of world, guy. You end up rolling on Facebook half your life.
Yeah, you half the time you'll be keyboard ninjas and everybody fighting, and I can say, like, a lot of people's like, you can, how come that cars can do 270 kilometers per hour? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I can do 240 now and 400.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take my own car and go race at Saldanha and do 270.
Yeah.
Because how does that 270 feel? You need a different type of person to ride.
You need a. I was riding once with, who was I driving with? Look, we went on the strip and I took golfs. I was chatting to Zane. I was talking to Zane, and the owners are saying that when you get to in a car, Zane's got the XR8. It's not a modern car. It's not a GTR. I've been down that strip in a GTR, and the car drives for you, basically. It'll just keep you straight, and you'll keep on going.
Yeah.
These older cars, they literally want to kill you. They want at about 500-600 meters. Now you're gonna die. You're just holding on. If that car decides to take you left or right, that's it. You're not steering out of this thing. You're not pedaling out of it. You are gonna go wherever this car puts you. So
puts you out.
Yeah. So it's you gotta have some balls, guy. You really do. You know, a lot of respect goes out to those guys. Racing those older model cars, doing those speeds is crazy. But Rudy, it's been absolutely awesome talking to you and learning about your car. I wish I was there, guy. I wish I was in your garage right now, and just following the car, jumping inside, pressing buttons, seeing what's what.
Next time, don't worry,
dude. It's I've got a permit. I can say I'm going jogging at 6 o'clock in the morning and pitch up there at your house. But, look, we are looking forward to seeing you again. Dude, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to catch you soon.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers, man. Whew, that was a long podcast, but it's hard not to have these conversations with these guys because there's so much that goes into their cars, that goes into their builds, that you can't cover it in like 5 or 10 minutes. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for tuning into the podcast. Thanks so much to Rudy for joining us this evening. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll put a subscribe button at the bottom of the video over here. And share the video if you're into drag cars and the VW brand and racing in general. And thank you to all of you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon.